It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Charlotte Hornets. Taking a look at the Hornets, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence. They won all 4 games against this team last season. And guys, Aaron Gordon, the 4th overall pick back in 2014, got a lot of attention for his performance at the dunk contest. Kenny, how can he take his game to the next level?
He's taking it there. His shooting is improved, his ball handling is improved, and his need to take the big play or have the big moment, he is stepping into that limelight.
Yes, he is. He's an elite athlete, still very young. I would love to see him pair with a real mentor named Kenny Smith.
I'd pair up with him.
What would your advice be then to Aaron Gordon if you were going to mentor Aaron Gordon?
The first thing I'd say, basketball is the business, and let's start there. Everything else is a distraction because basketball is the business right now.
Solid advice.
Let me check with Shaqstradamus. You like that? Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. You
got issues, man.
He talks to himself.
Time for tip.
He answered himself. That's what's worse. Talking to himself or answering himself is worse.
Equal.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. Looking at the last game for the Orlando Magic, it was a loss to Miami.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
I think there has to be better communication. All 5 guys tied together, and what happened to them is what happens when you play lackluster defense.
Early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a 2 guard, or even a 3-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff, the better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about, the strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Harvey Williams is out there with Batum. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center position. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Walker the pass to Lamb. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Vucevic defending. Just 4 to shoot. No good from Lamb. Augustine against Walker. Deflects the pass. Got a hand on it.
Wow, that's a big-time contest. Willie, not a high flyer, but knows how to position himself.
Here's Walker. Misses off the right iron. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Fournier goes in, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, guys, we have got in the NBA.
The tireless work ethic, the passion, he's a guy the team relies on for that.
And Walker kicks to Hernan Gomez. Charlotte moving it around. Lamb passes to Walker. Over Augustine. Charlotte again missing.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Down low. The high post shot. And it's Gordon missing. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Milwaukee. Here's Walker. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Picked by Vucevic. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Over Hernangomez. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, Vucevic has got a number of moves he can go to. He's so comfortable this close to the cup.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand. And a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 17 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. And he always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
And that one falls for Fournier. And Doris, last year, another season where Evan Fournier continued to improve his scoring.
Well, it's really been amazing to watch this guy refine his game over the last several years. Very judicious with the shots he takes. Not going to wow you too often, but a very consistent contributor.
And so Fournier nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside, Walker to stop the drought. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Pass to Fournier. Augustine against Walker. Picked by Vucevic. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Over Hernangomez. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Ooh, that has to be a relief. First bucket was a long time coming.
Well, you've got to be resilient when you start off that slow. Kept pounding away, and finally they make a bucket.
Here's Fournier following the bucket by the Hornets. Tries from 10. It's good.
Well, there's a certain strength that Vucevic possesses, so he can play through the contact and still score. That's nice.
Walker against Augustine. Walker the pass to Hernangomez. Back to Walker. There's the 3. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Now here is Augustine. 23 points for him the last game against Miami. Isaac kicks to Gordon. Over Walker. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Here's Lamb. 23 points his last outing. There's the screen. Pass to Batum. Williams a screen. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Isaac.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
He gets that one.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Hornets trail by 9. Outside, Walker. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Now here's Lamb. Vucevic defending. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I got to talk to James Borrego a few minutes ago. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And guys, do you agree that they have to put the emphasis on their defense here early on?
I do. I think it's a great idea to play to your strengths, and defense is a strong suit for this group.
Well, it's something that they have considered their signature. The defensive end of the floor is something they bring every single game.
Magic leading by 9. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Augustine setting the pick for Vucevic. Passes it to Fournier. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, now you're going to have to tone down the level of aggressiveness on the defensive end. That's his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Cody Zeller's checked in for the Hornets. Gordon for 3. Charlotte on D, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6.
How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
Charlotte calls timeout. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
You know, they worked hard, they drew fouls, but they just couldn't convert at the line.
I think that's the most frustrating thing, right? You've earned the opportunity to take those free throws, and you don't cash in at the line.
Now, here's Walker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee. Walker against Augustine. To the middle. Vucevic down low. Working on Williams. Vucevic with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Hornets trail by 13. Pick by Zeller. They set the pick. He dishes it to Walker to stop the run, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
Simmons checked in for Fournier. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Marvin Williams. There's Walker with the 3, but they recover it. Fires the 3. Walker missing again.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Simmons passes to Augustine. Pick by Vucevic. Augustine dishes to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. Orlando moving the ball around. Augustine, no luck. Hornets trail by 13. Outside, Batum. Kaminsky sets the pick for Batum. Over in the corner, Zeller. They set the screen with some arc, and it's good on the layup. Lamb's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater. You think about the Orlando Magic and how difficult things were from a rebounding perspective last year. Dead last in defensive rebounding percentage. Listen, if you can't close out possessions, you are digging your own grave in the NBA.
Now here is Augustine. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Can't hit from 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. They get it back. Zeller. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
That's a nice play. You have to read and react in an instant to have success on the offensive glass.
Now here's Simmons, covered by Lamb. Augustine, that's good. And Doris, when you look at the Magic roster, you think they'd be better at rebounding.
Well, I think, Kevin, a lot of people assume when you have big bodies that rebounding necessarily follows. The reality is there's an art to rebounding the basketball. And there were struggles across the board for this team. Let's make no mistake. Whether it was offensively, whether it was the rebounding that you made note of, there are a lot of areas that this team and organization needs to address.
And the Hornets with possession here, following the bucket by Orlando.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Batum sets a screen for Zeller. Here's Walker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Walker's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Isaac. Here's Vucevic, and he drops it in from the low post. Vucevic has got 10 points.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Fade away. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Nice open look, but it's no good. Hornets trail by 13. From deep, Walker bangs home the trifecta. Walker's got his third bucket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. Isaac passes to Vucevic. Over Zeller. And it's Vucevic missing. And for the Hornets, they're shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. And Lamb kicks to Zeller. There's a good screen. Dishes to Walker. With the teardrop, and it's good on the way in. Walker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Charlotte. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Picked by Vucevic. Augustine against Walker. From the line. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Now Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Boy, you call that a perfect closeout. You love the aggressiveness on the offensive end leading to that final shot.
Nikola Vucevic firing on all cylinders for Orlando. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Please don't try to...
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
Hornets trail by 10.
Well, Steve Clifford takes over here in Orlando, and of course he is known for his frankness and his disciplined approach to the game. You think about Clifford's teams, they rarely make unforced errors and are some of the best at minimizing their own mistakes.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3, the small forward. Charlotte shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. And for Clifford, his job in Orlando, Doris, will be to develop the skills of his very young core.
That is correct, and he'll try to get this young group to play intelligently, minimize turnovers. You remember he once famously said the NBA isn't about winning, it's about winning in the playoffs.
Now, here's Grant. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. Gordon with a screen on Parker. 4 on the clock. No good from Grant.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Parker against Grant. Now here's Kidd-Gilchrist. He's tightly guarded over Ross. That misses off the backboard. Magic leading by 10. Grant, right side. In the corner, it's Gordon. It's good from long range. Gordon's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Magic. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Zeller dishes to Monk. Charlotte no good that time either. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. He kicks it to Kaminsky. Over Gordon. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Kaminsky's got his first bucket of the night.
And not everyone can shoot this well at his size.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Guys with size don't necessarily translate into great shooters, but boy, does he show great confidence knocking that down.
And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. Here's Bamba, looking for his first basket still in this one. Lets a floater go, and it's finished off by Grant as he lays it in. And the Magic lead by 16. Charlotte calls timeout. And straight isolation basketball, Doris, something we used to see a lot more of. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help off, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
Here's Monk after Jaren Grant's bucket. Clock at 4. From deep. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. It's Fournier on the wing. Bamba passes to Fournier. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Just so adept at sizing up the defense, guys. You cannot give Fournier any space.
Parker against Grant. Parker kicks to Hernan Gomez. The dish to Monk. Hits it from three-point range.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Ross. Now here's Fournier. He's covered by Kidd-Gilchrist. Fournier passes to Bamba. Now Ross. Gordon a screen. Off the screen. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Out to Parker. Williams against Gordon. Left side Williams. Pass to Monk. The tray. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fournier gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Fournier's got 7 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Hornets trail by 18. Now here's Parker. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now here's Monk, who's guarded by Fournier. Stolen by Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Now here's Parker. They set the pick. Monk kicks to Williams. Offline with his three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Gordon. Williams with the block. They get a hand on it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Grant. Gordon with a screen on Parker. And the call will be against Hernangomez. That's his third foul of the game.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A fourth would be inexcusable.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Gordon a screen. 4 on the shot clock. Ross. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Ross has got his first points of the night.
You can see Terrence Ross call for the pick and roll, Kevin, and he makes it work. That's good leadership from him at the offensive end.
Williams a screen on Fournier. Outside Williams. Drills the three-pointer. Williams has got his third basket of the night.
That three-pointer is good almost every time if he's left that wide open.
Gordon with a screen on Parker. Grant the pass to Gordon. Tries it from 19. Monk grabs the board. Hornets trail by 17. Here's Batum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy, that's a pretty penny.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. You know, Doris, the ability to beat the defender off the dribble, so important. Who do you think has the quickest first step right now in the league that you've seen personally?
Ooh, that's a great question, boy, Kev. I'll tell you some guys I wouldn't want to have to contend with on a night by night. No way I want to try to guard the wizardry of Kyrie Irving, right? Or the flat-out end-to-end speed of John Wall, or the incredible explosive athleticism of Russell Westbrook. The deceptive nature of James Harden's game. Please, child, please, I don't want any part of any of those men.
You're getting riled up here. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Hornets. Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And he makes the first.
I think what we're seeing from Evan Fournier is this guy is a terrific young player who's willing to do a little bit of everything.
Good on both. Hornets trail by 17. And here is Lamb. Williams a screen on Fournier. Here's Lamb. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Lamb's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Fournier, covered by Lamb. Picked by Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Batum with the steal. Over in the corner, Williams. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Magic leading by 12. They set the pick. And Augustine kicks to Bamba. To the paint. Fournier's shot is off. Charlotte has gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Now the pass to Walker. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. Walker against Augustine. Walker goes in. Pass to Lamb. Back to Walker. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Walker's got 12.
Yeah, the assist has to go to the screen on that play. Gave him all the room he needed to rise and fire.
Here's Fournier. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Yeah, I thought he was rushing his shot early on, but not here in the second quarter.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Zeller comes in for Hernan Gomez. And it's Frank Kaminsky in for Marvin Williams. That one misses for Fournier.
Frank Kaminsky, a finesse 7-footer out of Wisconsin. A high skill level, but athletically at a disadvantage most nights.
Here is Augustine. Following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Augustine passes to Bamba. There's the triple. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 5.
And crucial that Bamba keeps evolving his perimeter game. Big men like him have to be able to shoot it.
Now here's Walker. He's got 12. There's the triple. Rebounded by Isaac.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Augustine, that's good.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Walker against Augustine. They set the pick. Zeller dishes to Batum. The kick out to Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Off target from 3-point range.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
He used that pick to perfection. 8 points for Lamb.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Here's Isaac, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
This is a very confident young guy. Jonathan Isaac feels like he belongs in the NBA, welcomes the contact in that instance.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
76% from the line a season ago.
Jonathan Simmons is checked in for the Magic.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
Hornets trail by 17. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
One shot.
And that one misses. Magic leading by 15. And a wide open look for Simmons. Good on the triple. Simmons got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Jonathan Simmons is still a work in progress, but he has an understanding that that three-point shot has got to be in his arsenal.
Now here's Walker. 14 points for him. Simmons pulls it in.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end, mostly down, though.
Walker against Augustine. Here's Vucevic. No good from 11 feet. And so it's Orlando with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, some perspective, please.
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Hornets trail by 18. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Walker. Basket, good. Walker's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Hornets. Pick by Vucevic. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's the screen. Here's Walker. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Perfect example of how to set a great screen. Set your feet, stand firm.
Pick by Vucevic. Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. Oh, Vucevic in position. No good on that one.
Yeah, that's just a missed opportunity. Something there just a little off.
Yeah, simply a little bit careless, I think. Can't just throw it up there. You have to time these alley-oops perfectly.
Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the line. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. Here's Gordon. No good that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Williams has a screen for Batum. Now here's Lamb. D right on him. Williams for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Vucevic a screen on Walker. Augustine passes to Vucevic. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Well, the post game, the jump shot, Vucevic, a capable scorer who loves taking over on the offensive end.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Lamb with the tip. The kick out to Walker. Goes up again, and that one is good. Walker's got 20. The Magic leading by 13. Pass to Fournier. And here's Gordon, covered by Lamb. Right side, Gordon. Clock at 4. Here's Fournier. And too long on the shot. Hornets trail by 13. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Augustine with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Isaac with the ball. Great D that time from Batum. Hornets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Lamb kicks to Williams. Left side, Batum. There's a screen by Williams. Williams has a screen for Lamb. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Evan Fournier. Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team, sometimes that change of scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
Two shots. Max on the first.
Free throw drops for Lamb. Ross is checked in for the Magic. Grant comes in for DJ Augustine. And then for Charlotte, Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Williams. Monk comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Parker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Lamb drops them both. Magic leading by 11. Grant outside. Gordon the pass to Ross. Now Vucevic. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Grant against Parker. Floats one. Grant with the bucket, getting it done inside. Grant's got his second bucket of the night.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Charlotte calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Gordon. Ross against Kid Gilchrist. Here's Vucevic. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Parker kicks to Monk. They set the pick. Shoots for Fournier. The shot by Monk is no good. Magic leading by 12. Grant, right side. Back to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic up top. The shot. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Hornets trail by 14. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Now the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Over Ross. Kid Gilchrist, no luck. Orlando's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Fournier passes to Grant. He dishes it to Vucevic. Outside Fournier. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Evan Fournier has proven over and over, you better get a hand up and contest from 3 or he will make you pay.
Grant against Parker. There's a screen. And stolen by Fournier. Ross kicks to Fournier over Monk. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Passes it to Monk. Clock at 6. Shoots over Fournier. Monk's shot's good. Monk's got 8.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Fournier. He's got 16. Ross with a wide open look. No good from outside.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for 3 just slips away.
Parker passes to Monk. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Inside, got a piece of it, and he comes up with the deuce. Zeller's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Boy, nice feed, leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Here's Ross, and the layup is good.
Boy, a burst of speed from Terrence Ross, his athleticism shining on that particular drive.
Parker kicks to Monk. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Kid Gilchrist against Ross. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Parker against Grant. Tries a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the 3-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
And here is Grant following the 3-pointer by Malik Monk. The feed to Fournier. Floats one up. That's tipped. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Fournier. Parker's shot is off.
Well, you don't get much more wide open inside the arc. He simply got to make that shot.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Last touch by Kid Gilchrist. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Saturday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Simmons comes in for Evan Fournier. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Kaminsky's checked in.
That's his second personal foul.
For Charlotte, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Kid Gilchrist drops them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Pick by Vucevic. For 3, Ross. It's good from long range. Ross has got 5 points in the quarter.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Zeller, a screen on Grant. It's Parker with the drive. Zeller uses the glass to finish the layup.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And the dunk by Bamba.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them. Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's got 18, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. Kemba Walker comes in for Monk. Hornets trail by 13. Williams, a screen on Simmons. Parker kicks to Walker. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Kaminsky in the corner. Off target with his 3. And with Bamba, in addition to his crazy length, you also get a player who's extremely smart.
How about getting scholarship offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard? You can see him thinking on the court. He's deliberate in the things that he does. Bright, bright future ahead for him.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
And guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Ross for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
It's tipped. Parker kicks to Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket His passing is just phenomenal.
Pass to Simmons. No good on that last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Magic up 9. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Three quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth, we've got Kemba Walker, Kaminsky out there with Marvin Williams. Then it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Batum in at the 3. The shot's good. 9 points for Mohamed Bamba.
And not much else you can do. I mean, you can contest Bamba's shot, but most times he's just a little longer.
There's a screen by Williams. Kaminsky kicks to Batum. The pass to Walker. And he's good on the 3-ball. Walker's got 23.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right. The effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Now here is Augustine. Here's Ross. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Lamb with the ball. Walker with a clean look. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Augustine against Walker. Bamba setting the pick for Augustine. Over in the corner, Isaac. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Magic lead by 10.
There's a versatility to young Mr. Jonathan Isaac, a big man with range for days. He is going to space the floor for you.
Walker against Augustine. There's a good screen. Kaminsky sets the pick for Batum. Shoots over Isaac. A shot by Batum, no good. Magic leading by 10. Knocked away. The 11-footer buries the jump shot. Isaac's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, I like seeing Jonathan Isaac work in the mid-range. This guy is demonstrating the touch to score from there.
Here's Walker. And it's sent back by Isaac. Walker against Augustine. Simmons sets a screen for Augustine. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Batum with the steal. Lamb up top, guarded by Simmons. Here's Lamb. Outside, Batum. Tipped away. Pass to Lamb. Bangs home the trifecta. Lamb's got it back down to single digits for the Hornets.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Ross against Batum. Here's Bamba. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And Batum kicks to Williams. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. Gordon's checked in for Ross. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Augustine against Walker. Fires from 18. Orlando grabs the miss. Isaac's got 6 rebounds in the game. Up top, Simmons. Covered by Lamb. Walker against Augustine. Shot clock at 6. Bamba passes to Augustine. And it's off from 3-point range. Walker against Augustine. Right side to Walker. Sweet little floater. Walker's got 28.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Gordon with a screen on Walker. Walker against Augustine. Kicks it out to Gordon. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's Walker to the wing right side. Count the basket. Walker's got 16 here in the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And Orlando making a change here. Fournier is checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Well, we know this about Aaron Gordon, guys. The athleticism has always been there at an NBA level. Now he's paired that with the improved shooting from a year ago, and that turned into his best year as a pro, and I believe he's a budding star.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And with Gordon, he even made a bid for an all-star spot.
Well, agreed. I thought he had a solid case to be an all-star, Kev, and he knows that he is the focus of opposing defenses now, and he had to adjust his game to where he can produce while being double-teamed and sometimes trapped on the catch.
And Gordon drops them both.
There is some Blake Griffin, a younger Blake Griffin in Aaron Gordon, right? The explosive, ferocious forward takes pleasure in hammering it down.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And Fournier kicks to Augustine. That's tipped. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Walker.
He has certainly done his part this period. Just needs to get a little more help from his teammates.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Fournier. There's the pick. Batum brings the double team. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Charlotte on D, trailing here by 8. And the basket by Gordon.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Walker against Augustine. Feeds to Lamb. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. Orlando leading by 9. Augustine dishes to Vucevic. Over Hernan Gomez. Again, the Magic score. Now Walker. They set the screen. And Fournier over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Williams passes to Lamb. Pass to Hernangomez. Clock at 4. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Walker's shot is off. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Now here's Lamb. Williams a screen. High, arcing shot. No good from Lamb. Magic leading by 11. Gordon, the pass to Isaac. Kicks to Vucevic. Now Augustine. Hernangomez covering. It's stolen by Hernangomez. Here's Lamb. Nice D from Fournier. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. We saw Gordon making big strides in his game last season, Doris, and it started with his shooting.
Well, specifically his long-range shooting, right, Kev? Because the 3 started to fall, and then that opened up other scoring options for him. Boy, it really seemed to come together for this guy, a rising star in just 1 year.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. It doesn't go for him. And Orlando the other way now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
Hornets trail by 13. There's the screen. They double him with Vucevic, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
The Magic leading by 13. Now here is Augustine. Here's Vucevic. Another miss by Orlando. For Charlotte, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Walker in the corner. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Fournier, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, solid at recognizing when to attack on the interior. Fournier staying aggressive.
Outside, Walker. The pass to Lamb. Back to Walker. Off the screen, and there it is for him. Walker's got 34 points.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. With a step back, and he lays it straight in. Fournier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Charlotte calls timeout. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Here's Batum, following the basket by Evan Fournier. And Batum kicks to Walker. A floater, and it's blocked by Gordon. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Shooting for Charlotte, Kemba Walker. Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Magic leading by 14. Passes it to Fournier. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, how about the tenacity of Aaron Gordon? So good at being assertive and taking over the offense when necessary.
And Lamb kicks to Hernan Gomez. Dishes it to Walker. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Walker's got 37.
Boy, he's carried his share of the load tonight, Kev, but he might need to carry even more if they're going to turn this thing around.
Gordon a screen. It's Vucevic, top of the key. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Isaac. Hornets with the rebound. Outside, Batum. On the wing, Lamb. Charlotte moving the ball around. And here's Walker. There's the pick. Shoots over Vucevic. Walker's shot is off. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Magic.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
A very solid win indeed, and when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Vucevic.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Fournier, that's for 2. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Charlotte ball. Substitution on the court.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance by you. How surprising is it that you contributed to the game in so many ways?
I mean, I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level, but I just play hard. I just play hard and get things happen. I don't try to force anything. I just let the game come to me, and I play hard. Rebounds. Like I said, it's a lot about effort. That's what I can do every night. And points are gonna come some nights. Sometimes they won't. But I just take what I get and just keep playing.
Well, you did it all over the floor tonight, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.